Yeah. To fleece or not be fleeced? That is the question here at the Fleecers. Welcome back to the next episode. You're here rocking with your boy CJ, Nigel, and Eli, and we're gonna hop right into it. Talk to him. First things,
What's going on?
talk to him, man. I love it. First things first, I gotta ask y'all: have y'all seen the thing about Justin Fields being a goddamn boy? This motherfucker about to be a damn punt returner. Oh, they killing
he gonna get
my
that fantasy
boy.
value though. He gonna be a Taysom
Chill
Hill.
out.
Taysom Hill. Hey, Taysom Hill did it all though.
I need y'all to know this shit is racist. Before anything, I don't know if like y'all seen the Lamar Jackson thing when it was like if all else fail, you're gonna be a wide receiver. They skipped all of that. They was like, hey, bro, we're gonna put you at punt returns.
Listen,
part of that is racist.
man, this is some nut shit. This is some nut craziness. To go from it was supposed to be a QB battle. How that happened?
You can't tell me he lost the QB battle to Russell Wilson. That's honestly what you're not gonna tell me.
Yet.
Like
it happened.
You feel me? Like it ain't even. I don't think training camp started yet. Like he walked in the door with his little key card, and he went to the little. I know they got QB size, defensive size, and they was like, "Yo."
He went to the QB room. He said,
He went to the QB room, and they was like, "Oh no, we fooling here actually. But we're gonna get you in the special teams room." No,
bro, special teams got their meeting in the next 5 minutes, bro. You can still make it.
that's so fucking crazy, my boy.
Nah.
They really about to try to put him back there so they can do some reverse toss, crazy throw across the field type John. That's some nutty nut. I'm already about to start posting hashtag Save Justin Fields already. Like this is nuts. Like this is crazy. We didn't even get to preseason, man. It's some crazy shit, man. Next thing on we also on the Pittsburgh. They also you see they didn't they let your boy 5th-year option go, the running back Najee Harris.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it's even harder being a running back because running backs don't get value how they normally do. So with Justin Fields, if you guys don't want me, somebody gonna need a quarterback. Najee, it's looking like you're gonna be in the XFL pretty soon.
They took ETN's 5th-year option though. XFL is crazy.
Hey,
I don't know about that.
He was battling for touches with Jalen Warren. Yo, stop it, bro.
That's crazy. That was tough. I felt bad for him on that one too. Did you see speaking of sending niggas to the XFL, did you see they had a clip of Micah Parsons and CJ Stroud? They did like a NFL goes to China type of thing. Did y'all happen to see that? Oh my God. Only thing in the comment section, the whole thing in the comment section was they said this is a perfect video for when one of them niggas fuck up somewhere down the season, because all they gonna do is say prepare to learn fucking Mandarin, because this is where you gonna be at. And that's all I thought about, my boy, when he said the XFL. I thought about them sending this nigga to China, and I said, oh, I Dios mío.
They do that shit with NBA players all the time. It's like a popular trend on TikTok now. Whenever like an NBA player like Tobias Harris, 0 for 2 and played 30 minutes. All I see in my timeline was play good or learn Chinese, and it's a Chinese anthem in the back and his face on the Chinese flag. I'm like, yeah, but it's tough out there, buddy.
Hey, listen, since we here right now, Knicks in 6. My boy took care of business out there in Philly. Hey, bing bong. I love to fucking see it. That's what I'm talking about, Knicks. Sorry, I had to go ahead and just jump right out into that. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. All right. Got that out of the way. Hey, for y'all that don't know, but you're going to see it, we did a mock draft. The first Fleecers mock draft. We call it the way too early, or the WTE mock draft of the off season. We ain't even get to preseason yet. We ain't get to a whole bunch of things still got to happen in OTAs and this, that, and the third. Just a quick little recap for everybody that's watching. We had a 10-man. I'll probably put it on the screen for y'all sometime through the show. Y'all gonna see it. We got a little 10-man standard is whatever y'all call it, but PPR. PPR, if you're not familiar, PPR is points per reception. That means every catch you get a point. That's what I like to see. 10-man PPR. It is one QB, two running backs, two wide receivers, one tight end, two flexes. If you're not familiar, a flex is any position from running back, wide receiver, and tight end. And we got DST is your defense and special teams, and the kicker. Go ahead, and we won't really be talking. Well, we'll talk about the defense and some kickers maybe somewhere down the road, but we're gonna just jump right up into it, fellas. I want to go through the way. I believe I was the fourth pick of the draft. I believe Eli, you was the third.
Yep.
Garrett and Najee, you were fifth, right? No, sixth.
I was I was 6.
Yeah, you were sixth. All right, Eli, you first. Tell me, boy, who is your first pick?
Yes, indeed, bro. So my first pick, not a Dallas fan, but I'm not stupid either, bro. I had to take that boy CD Lamb, man. Hey,
Okay,
that boy was looking
I like it.
nice with that,
I like it.
especially towards the end of the season, bro. If you had CD Lamb on your squad, you was probably winning the chip more than likely last season.
And
So,
that
bro,
is
I had to go
exactly
ahead.
how. That's exactly how our cozy league fantasy football team last year went. I thought I was in that championship round, and I had niggas going strong. I said, oh, I got a good one. Jameer Gibbs was putting up a good something. I don't even know who else I had. Next thing you know, but I think CeeDee Lamb played on like a Thursday too. Wasn't that crazy? Like, didn't that happen on a Thursday? He played the Lions and just
Bro, went nuclear. Yeah, bro. So yeah, with this mock draft, bro, I had to go ahead and snag CD Lamb, especially since the 102, the 101, and the 102. Obviously, 101 was Christian McCaffrey, 102 was Tyreek Hill.
obviously,
So I was like, all right, bro, let me go ahead and take arguably one of the best receivers in the league with that 103. So I went ahead and took my boy CD.
and niggas wasn't lucky. I was in 102 because at 101 you gotta go. Great
You
White
gotta
Hope.
go Christian McCaffrey.
Gotta
You
go
got to.
CMC.
That's actually crazy.
Oh, you feel
When
different?
if you don't go Chris McCaffrey 101, you're gonna lose your league for sure.
Oh,
You gonna get clowned.
you
Gonna get clowned.
you feel different, Nigel? Tell me something.
I don't feel different. Calling man the Great White Hope is crazy. But
He earned that.
He earned it.
He earned that.
He didn't
He
get that
earned
wrong.
that one.
He earned it.
He earned that one. But yeah, no. If I was at 102, I was saying 101 has got to be CMC. If I was at 102, it would have been CD. And when they say you can't beat him, join him. Yeah, I can't have CD do that to me ever again. I just won't allow it. I just won't fucking allow it.
Speaking of things people won't let happen to them again. CJ, I actually see your pick that you chose. And it's J. Jonah Justin Jefferson.
This is true. Me at pick 4 right after Eli. CDO's off the board. I did go J Jettis.
I want to know your frame of thinking because from prior knowledge off the show, this is someone that's on your ban list. But it looks like you looked at your ban list to pick him up. So I wanted some insight. Talk to me. What's going on with it?
Real quick.
He was on my ban. He not on my ban list because of Jay Jetta's the talent. He was on my ban list because I don't fuck with. Let me go get this nigga name so I can make sure I go say this nigga name one more time. Who is the Vikings head fucking coach? This man, Kevin O'Connell. I don't know if y'all play fucking Red Dead. I almost called this man O'Driscoll. But listen, man. That's what Kevin O'Driscoll. Hey, that's his new name on the pod. That's his new name. His new name is Kevin O'Driscoll. The Vikings head coach name is O'Driscoll.
Hey, bro,
Boy,
it's got a good ring to it though.
Hey man. O'Driscoll head ass. This man, Justin Jefferson, in the championship round. Do you know who they had throwing to this man? I know Nigel know.
Oh yeah,
I know
man.
Nigel know.
What was it? Hall?
Yeah, Jaron Hall. I tried to get cute. I tried to get cute because I thought I won the league and started Jaron Hall. Just trying to get
He was
cute.
OD
Well, you
with
know it
that.
is what it is.
He was
Nigel
OD
needed
with
6 points. That man gave him -2, I think.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
got pulled out at the half. But listen, man, on championship weekend, I had Jay Juddis and CeeDee Lamb already went. CeeDee Lamb had a 70-yard touchdown grab on not a 70-yard. I'm lying. Actually, that shit was like at the 95 touchdown grab on a 3rd and long on the first or second drive of the game. So I already knew
It
what
was
type
gonna
of
be a long
time.
game.
I already knew what time. That was on Thursday, bro. If you playing fantasy football, and then ain't nothing crazier than watching the opponent, one of their players, go crazy on a Thursday, and you're like, I already feel like I'm out of this thing. Like that's so nuts. But so yeah, back to what Justin J. Judders Jefferson is not on my ban list because of anything that he has done. And if anything, he came up. He had the hamstring injury last year that he came back from halfway through the season. If nothing else, that man about to be full go. That man was trying to go. He was trying to get 1,000 yards after he came back in the half of the season. You feel me? Like he was like, look, I'm still trying to get that thou wow, and he only played like a total how many games? Like 8 games? Because he maybe like 8-9 games. Because I think he hurt. He heard
He hurt pretty early in the season.
total
About what,
game
week 3, week 4?
something like that. Something like that. They say in 2022. No.
2023. Yeah, he missed
2023.
a decent amount of games. I want to say he missed at least 6 or 7.
23. He played 10 games.
Yeah,
So he was still trying to go ahead and go get that that thou wow after the injury. So I think if anything else, one thing I do like to take players that got a little chip on their shoulder. They got something to prove because last year ain't go the way that they really wanted to go, and I think a firm person of that I did last year was your boy Alvin Kamara. That boy I knew, and it wasn't like last year, but I knew he had that 3-game suspension coming. And so it was something that I knew that he was like, oh, y'all gonna suspend me? Y'all gonna suspend me? Man, and listen, and what Alvin come out doing? Swinging. Haymakers. I like that.
Oh,
So I
he
really
have nothing to prove. They had nobody else to get the ball to.
hey.
I feel like that was the case. That was definitely the case.
He didn't have nothing to prove. They had nobody else to get it to.
You feel me?
Alvin Kamara was somebody that the same. I can't even get mad at because he shit at the bed my championship weekend too. But I blame that on the coaches because they literally, you saw how I literally watched that game and I watched how they said, you know what, we're not going to give it to Alvin Kamara. And what did they do? They didn't score. They scored like 1 touchdown the whole shit. Chris Olave had like fucking 30 that fucking game. I remember that shit. And I remember they waited until like the second or third to last draft in the fucking not drive in the game and then they gave it to Alvin Kamara like 6 times. Like 2 fucking rushes, 4 catches, all the way down the field, and they scored, which was some nut shit. But I'm getting ahead of my goddamn self. But yeah, Justin J. Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the league. He gonna try to come back and prove that. I love it. If he at 4, I'm definitely snagging him. I'm definitely in any version of he slotting other than fucking CeeDee Lamb. I'm snagging him.
Okay.
And maybe Tyreek Hill. I was
Hey, come on.
Let me stop. Let me.
Blind loyalty.
Let me. That is blind loyalty. I'm wilding.
Blind loyalty.
I'm wilding.
You know he a Knicks fan, but he can't help himself, bro. He can't help himself.
Yeah, all right. Hey, I'll see you in the Eastern Conference Finals, my boy. Now listen here. Yeah, so after CeeDee Lamb and after fucking Tyreek Hill, it's Jay Judders. I ain't going nobody else. So who did you take at wait, hold on. We got the 5th pick. Tell me your 6th pick, Nigel.
Before I tell you my 6th pick, the audience, we're gonna take like 3 seconds, and I want you to guess who went 5th. And maybe it's already up there on the screen when y'all see this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't give y'all 3 seconds. The man that went 50 was Puka Nacua. Is it crack?
This is our boy
Is it
Gersh.
crack?
Our boy Gersh. That did surprise me.
And I want to believe wholeheartedly he's just a Rams fan. I want to believe it. There ain't nothing you can tell me that be like, you know what? I seen, and my pick is Jamar Chase. There's nothing in the world that makes you look at Jamar Chase and be like, you know what? I want that man Puka Nacua. There ain't nothing outside of just being a loyal Rams fan that make me feel like that's what you want to do.
Hey, look, I had Jamar Chase on my team last year. I ain't gonna cap. There was games I was like, I'd rather have Puka. Now, granted, he was missing Joe Burrow, so I'll give him that.
Bro,
Hey,
I
look,
need you to I need you to name the 3 quarterbacks he had passing in the ball this season, and then you tell me,
hey, look.
Did he have 3? I thought it was just Jake.
Yeah.
It
Or
was
did Jake
Jake.
Browning get hurt one time?
I think Jake Browning got hurt one time, didn't he?
He did. He did get hurt one time. Who are the 3
I can't
QBs that
remember.
played?
Buddy had 3 different QBs throwing him the ball. And you talking about fantasy production? Man, hey man, stop playing me, bro.
Hey, look, man. It was just something about the way that Sean McVay was scheming open Puka. Hey, bro, that man popped on the scene with like 15 catches.
You know what? Since we're defending Puka right now, I need you to tell me, Puka or Amon-ra St. Brown?
I'm going Amon-ra.
And that man was still on the board. I'm mad Eli really thinking about this. And I'm gonna really pass this on. Because we really got to talk about this fantasy list.
Hey, look.
A lot of things make me
No,
mad about this
we can
fantasy
stick on it
list.
just a little bit because here's the thing about Puka. And this I'm gonna tell you one of my things, niggas that trying to go come prove something. I'm gonna see Cooper Kupp next year. I'm gonna see him this year. If he there, where Cooper Kupp go in our draft? Cooper Kupp went 5th. Cooper Kupp not went 5th. He went in the 5th round, 504. He was the boom, 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 bap, 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 bada, bada, bing, bam, boom. Bing, bam, and pow. That man Cooper Kupp was the 25th receiver off the board in this draft.
25th.
Hey, listen here. And you want to know what's crazy? You know who took him at 5th round?
Gershon? Oh, it's you? Oh, it's you. Okay. I was about to go look. I was about to say, I said, you know what, Gershon?
In the 5th round?
I see your plan.
In the 5th round?
That's good value. That's good value.
So listen, so with that being said, when you got 2 good receivers, when you got one of them 2 people that you don't know who gonna do it, you take the one that fall a little bit later. You feel me? You just take if you think you take the one that fall a little bit later. And so with a healthy Cooper Kupp out, not that Puka not gonna get his. We just gotta make it sure. You feel me? And so and Jamar Chase, like I think Burrow gonna come and try to tear up the league. I think Burrow gonna come and try to hurt somebody. Do you feel me? So it is what it is. And they took out that what's that rule? The drop tackle?
Yeah.
The drop tackle. Offense is about to go fucking nuts. I'm gonna let you know that right now. They're about to go crazy.
Yeah.
So with that being said, anybody else in the first round? What else did the first round look like? Let's just talk. Let me hit that. So we had Christian McCaffrey in the first 101. Your boy James took Tariq Hill 102. CD to Eli 103. Jay Judders to your boy 104. Puka 105 over your boy Jamar Chase, which went to Nigel. That was nuts. That was a surprise. That was a shocker. That was a shocker of the draft. That was niggas trying to be the Falcons out here. Bing, bam, bap. Amon-Ra at 7. Also, I forgot to even say this. 2 people dropped out of the draft at the last minute, so we had to go CPU. So typically, the computer review auto pick. Let you know right now, if you're not there for your pick, that shit will auto draft for you, and it will probably just pick the best available mofo out there at the time. So
I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking over the mock draft again. I feel like this is the portion where we're going to talk about the mock draft. I'm looking at the mock draft again. You can't tell me Gershon ain't have it on auto.
Hey, Gersh, I think towards the end, I think towards the end, Gershom had it on auto. I think we're going, because I already want, we have a problem with this draft. Or, I mean, not draft, but our podcast already going too long anyway. Because I would really want to get into the crux of these teams already, because I got enough to say about a bunch of these teams already. So
we can save that for another episode.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna have this draft for a smooth minute until we have our next draft. Always know we are looking for people to be in our mock draft. So if you want to be somewhere involved, and shit, we might even have you as a guest on sometime down the line. So be looking for the invite, comment, follow. You feel me? We look for people that should be supporting us. But yeah, Gersh definitely, I think somewhere along the way was auto drafting somewhere mid round.
You mean like pick one?
Hey.
No, I think he picked Puka because I don't think they got Puka over.
He picked Puka. Where would you guys normally pick a tight end in a redraft?
Ooh.
Depending on which tight end is out there, but typically I would like to go find my tight end somewhere around. If it's a good one, like the 5th, that's like the best one. That's like the best one. But if he didn't slide to me at the 5th, then I probably would start looking. Let me see where did I take mine. I'd probably take mine somewhere around the 6th or 7th round.
He picked his tight end.
Yeah, I picked
with the second pick.
Now he did pick Travis Kelce. He did pick Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce been a first, second round pick for the last 5 years.
Yeah, you
4 years at least.
Essentially, if you were grabbing Travis Kelce, it was like grabbing another elite wide receiver.
Facts.
That's what that was. Last season, obviously Travis Kelce, he dipped a little bit, but him dipping was him finishing out. I think maybe tight end 3. I think he might have finished that because I think Sam Laporta was number 1.
I think
George Kittle might have been 2. Travis Kelce was no worse than the 3rd tight end, but he did miss a couple games. He missed a couple games. So
tight end. I'm
gonna put my stock. He finished at tight end 3.
Even if that's the thing we want to excuse,
and finish
the quarterback he chose at 3 was the light skinned menace in on the Texans.
Nigel said, "Bro, we spending this episode going over this team."
He said, I can't get off looking at this."
Is this dude going to be is CJ Stroud going to be the second best QB?
Travis Kelce, yeah. Travis Kelce finished 3rd. Travis Kelce finished 3rd behind Sam Laporta and Kittle.
Yep.
So,
like I said,
Kittle being number 2. Kendall finishing at 2 is crazy. But that's why your boy got him at the 7th round. In my draft. Hey.
Let's go with the show. I'm done talking about Gershom team. It was just throwing. It was just throwing me.
It was just throwing. I feel it.
It was throwing me.
After Amon-Ra St. Brown at 7th pick, which I think is probably Amon-Ra St. Brown is probably this year is going to be his highest draft pick.
Yeah.
Coming because his first year rookie he was a waiver pick, then came through. I think his second year he probably was like
second, 3rd round.
Amon-Ra, yeah, because he came out booming. So he was probably around that 2nd, 3rd round there on that turn, and then
he was kind of guaranteed maybe like towards the end of the first.
First, second turn. He was around that first, second turn because that's where I picked him up. And then because Amon-Ra St. Brown, I could have named my team Amon-Ra St. Brown. I could have named my team the Lions last year, no cap.
Okay. Yeah, I would say with the 107, this is probably in my eyes. I think that's a good landing spot. Even in real drafts, once we start to get later towards the season, I think the 107 is a good landing spot for Amon-Ra. Right? Yeah, I think you're getting the top 5 receiver with that pick. And Amon-Ra
would you rather
showed, like steady consistency with his production?
Facts, because listen, you need a first down. You need a big play. The game on the line. You know who they going to.
Oh yeah, bro. They going on
The sun god. You feel me? This is where I wanted to talk about. So now at pick 8 and 9 is where the computers were picking, right? And so best available, which I still think these were probably the best available at the time. But after CMC, the next two running backs go off the board with Bijan Robinson at 108 and Jahmyr Gibbs at 109, right? And so this is where I wanted to figure out, do you have any of those running backs? Would you have picked any of those running backs before Amon-Ra? Or would you have gone Amon-Ra over both of them, or one or both of them?
I would go Amon-Ra over both of them.
Yeah, I think I'll go Amon-Ra.
You think you go over both of them? I like it too. I would have picked it too.
I think once we start to get into the second round and we see Breece being taken with the 203, I think I would probably go Breece over Amon-Ra personally.
Mhm.
I like Breece a lot, man. I think he's going to be outside of Christian McCaffrey. I think he's probably going to be the RB2 to finish the season. And hell, I wouldn't even be surprised if he finishes RB1. But I think Breece would be the only other running back I would take over Amon-Ra.
Really? Okay. So you think Breece Hall should have went before both of them running backs? Anyway, he should have been in the first round.
Yeah, not saying that Bijan and Jahmyr aren't top 10. I think Bijan more than Jahmyr because he has the whole backfield to himself. So he's like, hey, look, I'm eating regardless. I'm getting the fucking ball. Jahmyr still got David Montgomery. So
real quick, I got a call.
Let's respect Tyler Algier.
Look who's on the call. Hey, Fob. Hey, man, say what's up to Eli and Nigel and the Fleecers Fantasy Football Podcast. We're recording right now. Just say what's good to the boys.
Yo, what's good?
Fob is a fellow fantasy football league member and across a bunch of fantasy leagues that I'm in. He in the Cozy League and he in our Dynasty League too. Hey, listen, hey man, Fob gonna be a guest on the show sooner or later. So most definitely, hey man, he gonna be on one of these mock drafts. We're gonna have him talk about his team one of these days. But Fob, I'll definitely hit you after we get done recording. My boy, say peace to the show. Hey man, tell him. Hey man, tell him to subscribe and tell him to like and subscribe to the show. Hey man, appreciate that, boy.
Hey, let us see it.
All right, yo, peace. All right, yeah. Back to it. My fault. Breece Hall over the running backs, right?
Yeah. I got Breece Hall. So if I gave out my top 5 running backs to take, it would go Christian McCaffrey, number 1, of course. Then I would go Breece and probably Bijan after that. I would say, yeah, honestly, just Breece above Bijan and Jahmyr. And I think that's how I would go personally. If I was looking at taking a running back in the first round after Christian McCaffrey, I would look at Breece over Bijan and Jahmyr.
Smooth, super smooth. Yeah. And that's the thing, like with this first round, that's going to be interesting. And we'll get into we'll have some more episodes about strategies, and they have certain strategies: hero RB, zero RB. You feel me? So zero RB meaning like. We'll get into that. But and so with that being said, the way that these receivers is rocking out, and if I'm in the first round, I think the way that what I meant to say, the way these running backs are rocking out, I think you could take one of these elite wide receivers because you feel me? If we had a tier, you're going fucking CD, Jay Juttas, CD, Jay Juttas, and fucking Jamar Chase. You know what I mean? And then I think right below that, you start talking to Amon-Ra and Puka. Yeah. And then you starting to get to like Garrett Wilson, AJ Brown, because AJ Brown ends up being the last pick of the first round at 110. And funny enough, Garrett Wilson right at the turn at 201. So but he doubled up. So with that being said, I think I'm taking one of these receivers first round if I can. Because by the time you slide to the second, we still got the likes of either Jahmyr Gibbs or Breece Hall coming to the second. I think Breece Hall can be. I think by the time we get to the regular season, I think Breece Hall gonna shoot up. I think he gonna
Yeah.
be there.
Wait. I got a question, y'all.
Talk to me.
Do we have Puka over Garrett Wilson?
I
Are you talking about fantasy wise?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
would take Puka over Garrett Wilson. Fantasy
Man,
wise.
we don't know what the hell Aaron Rodgers about to come looking like. That man 45.
We're trusting Matthew Stafford next to.
Matthew Stafford been showing us.
Who
But
do you think he
but now
received?
Cooper. Are we assuming health for Cooper Cup?
Cooper
That,
Kupp
that's what
played last season with
this
Puka.
season. Now this is
Stop it!
this is
Stop
what
it!
we're
Stop it!
getting.
Stop it! Don't do that.
This is now this is where we're at. This is where it starts getting. This is where it starts getting a little hairy. I'm here to say, like, I think Puka is going to take a step back, just a tad bit. I still think he's the number one in LA, though. I do think he's the number one in LA.
Yeah.
So, but with that being said, Garrett Wilson, this is the best QB he gonna finally get to play with in his career. Let's see how it works. Puka and Garrett Wilson are neck and neck.
Yeah.
I don't think it's close. But it's whatever. All right, we good again.
Are you taking Puka or AJ Brown?
Low key.
AJ
I
Brown.
might take Puka over AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
I think I'm going Puka over AJ Brown.
I'm going Puka. Just because
I think I'm going Puka over AJ Brown.
that offense is so pass heavy with Matt Stafford. Hey,
This insanity run that y'all are praising is y'all about to give me a headache, bro.
Here's the thing: here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not taking Puka. I'm not taking Puka because right now they have a strategy. Basically, you don't want to take people as high as their ceiling probably is going to allow them. You know what I mean? When to get good value for your peoples, you want to try to get people that their value they're sliding pretty much somewhere down the draft board, but you still have high upside for them. The highest upside Puka Nacua going to get is top 5 receiver, maybe top. That's the high, like the craziest season from Puka Nacua going to get him top maybe 6, 7 receiver.
I have a hot take, man. I don't know if it's a hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take, but I think last year Puka's rookie season would be the best season we see from Puka Nacua as a wide receiver.
Hot take.
Fantasy wise.
Message.
Okay. Now
I like it.
Now, how bad do you think he could play from that?
I don't think the fall off would be crazy. I just think that we're gonna look back like 3-4 years down the line, but like, oh, this was his best fantasy season.
Depends on how many more years Matthew Stafford got. I can see depending on how their QB situation go. But then Cooper Kupp could be retired out the league by that time.
But when he's retired, now we've gotten a year to see. Oh, this Puka Nacua dude ain't no joke. We can guard him like he ain't no joke. And now he don't have Cooper Kupp on the other side, bringing attention. When we guard you like a true one, we're gonna see if you're a true one.
The thing I would never bet against is them receivers that know how to run routes. Puka can run some routes.
Fair.
You will, as you get older, you always lose speed. You will lose your jumping ability. You know how to run some routes. Hey, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Hey man.
Your boy Adam Thielen, he know how to run some routes.
Hey, shout out to Adam Thielen.
Hey, what was he doing for Bryce? He was getting open until, he had no other help.
Until he won't.
But he had no other help.
He's getting up until he won't.
He had no other help. He had no other help, so they could double team him. But before, when they was like, all right, yeah, bro, Adam Thielen getting up there in age, bro, we could guard Adam Thielen. What he gonna do? That boy was getting open. The receivers that know how to run routes, man, you better stop sleeping on them. You better stop sleeping on Puka.
I hear what you're saying, but hey, we're gonna see. See, man.
So you saying Garrett Wilson over Puka? We've seen Puka already have a top 5 season. Do we think we'll see Garrett Wilson have that?
Yes.
We've seen it from Puka.
Yeah, he's having one. He's gonna have one this season. I think we're having this, and it's crazy when you see it, like because you've seen Puka have this season. It's like, oh, we know he can have this season. Yeah. We haven't seen it from Garrett Wilson because of subpar QB play.
Okay. That's
fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like it's easier to say he can do this when you've seen him do it. But we've seen this whole season him catch amazing terrible passes from Tyler Boyle. Is that his name, Tyler Boyle?
True.
Yeah.
Zach
Puka was going out there catching some crazy balls too. Now
He was.
from Matthew Stafford, not Tyler Boyle, not Zach Wilson. But I could have
but a
sworn it.
60-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
At 60-year-old Aaron Rodgers is better than every QB I just named.
Fair. All right, cool. He did come off before he got hurt. He came off. He was the MVP that season, so I'll give it to you. He was back to back, wasn't
Yeah, he was back.
he? Let me stop talking on Aaron Rodgers' name.
And that's what I'm saying. We're coming to this MVP caliber quarterback from Tyler Boyd. But where he at right now? Somebody tell me if Tyler Boyd is in the league right now. Is he still in the league?
I got you, CJ.
So you can figure that out.
Yeah, I got you.
Because God, man.
Tyler Boyle, was it Boyle or Boyd?
Boy, I think it might have been is it Boyd. It might have been Boyd. I don't know what his name is.
QB.
Say his name in Chinese. That's what
What happened
he gonna be.
to Boyle? Jets are releasing quarterback Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle.
Damn.
Tim Boyle, who started the past 2 weeks. That nigga got released before the season ended. He got released back in December 2023.
If Tim Boyle was throwing the ball to Puka Nacua, stop it. But I don't even want to talk about this no more.
Where is?
We're disrespecting Garrett Wilson right now.
He got signed. He got signed to the Texans. He's on the Texans now. He's still in the league.
Look, we can come back to this conversation once the season ends. Once the 2024 season ends.
And we're gonna have some more. We're gonna have an episode once we're gonna get more into our wide receivers, how the wide receivers went into this draft in another episode. But hey, man, I love it though. I really truly love it. Hey, if you love Garrett Wilson like that, I hope he show out for you.
Right. Hey, look, I love Garrett Wilson too, bro. I think he's gonna do good. But
I had a question about the draft. Who do y'all think went too early? Like, give me somebody in the draft that went too early in our mock.
Okay. Shoot, I'll go ahead and say I can agree with Nigel on his previous take with Travis Kelce.
Okay. Talk to me.
Because Travis Kelce in our mock draft went 206. That's a little high for me off of seeing what he did last season. Now I'm gonna give him a pass. He did miss a couple games, but 206 is a little early. I think there's some good value around.
That man Travis Kelce went before Jonathan Taylor. I picked him up at 207. He went before Saquon Barkley. He went before Devon Achane. Devon Achane at 209 is 209.
Marvin. I mean,
he went before Sam Laporta.
Yeah, I think any tight end that should go first in any draft this season should be Sam Laporta, and then I think after that, then it's who do you love more? I think obviously I would love Travis Kelce after Sam Laporta a little bit more, but yeah, at the 206, I wouldn't be able to snag myself Travis Kelce with the 206. I think that's just a little high. I think the running backs around there, and I think just still the wide receivers you could grab will be a little more valuable. And I think, hell, even if you grab Travis Kelce in the third, I mean, at that point, now you got, maybe 2 elite receivers and Travis Kelce, or you already got your elite receiver, elite running back to go with Travis Kelce, which I think in the third and later is a steal, personally.
Because we're going to get into it. If you really get to it, you taking Travis Kelce at the second round. Now, your next running backs that are available to you are freaking.
It's a steep drop.
Your next running backs you looking at Isaiah Pacheco, Rashad White, and Travis Etienne.
So it get nasty. It get nasty down there. I ain't gonna lie.
Good luck, and that's who he ended up taking. His running backs, his dead zone running backs aren't too bad. That's another episode we'll get into. His dead zone running backs aren't too bad, but hey, that is a little tough because then he ended up getting. He ended up picking C.J. Stroud. That's another pick. Good God!
And this is what I'm saying, man. That's why I said he had an auto the entire time. And if he come out and say, "Oh yeah, I won't paying attention," I'll be like, you know what, Gershman, I knew you weren't paying attention. These niggas had faith in you. They didn't see this, but I was watching you pick
Man.
players, and I'm like, bro, yeah, this dude wilding. Yeah, like, bro, like, and this is what I'm saying, bro. We see niggas have their little we see niggas have these little runs, and we think he chose Puka and he chose CJ Stroud, right?
Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
look.
Yep.
I need to look people in the face, but when I TJ Stroud is not better than Lamar Jackson in fantasy. I need you to stop playing. There's no reason why that should have happened. Puka Nacua is not better than Garrett Wilson. There's no reason why we should see that happen.
CJ Stroud being the second QB off the board was tough. That did shock me. I said, "Oh," which made me think he was not on auto pick. He had to have picked that.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't even a second QB.
That's what I'm saying. He had to be picking. Who do you
but
think? Who do you think? Who do you think went on? Who do you think was too early? Nigel?
I put Stefon Diggs, man. Let's have a come to Jesus. Let's have a come to Jesus moment.
Okay.
Stefon Diggs at three.
Where did Stefon Diggs get picked up at?
He got picked up at 310. But let's have a come to Jesus moment.
310.
CJ Stroud don't know that, man.
CJ Stroud.
CJ, we don't know you. You feel me? You from around the way. I have Tank Dell here. I have Nico here. You come in here with any of that drama.
Okay, let me go look and see. Nico Collins went in the second round at 202. So they have him about in front of him. But you got Tank. Stefon Diggs was 310. Tank Dell went 3 picks after at the third pick of the fourth round.
It's a hungry wide receiver room, and I don't think Stefon Diggs is gonna be the person getting fed. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
He went too early for me because I'm not picking somebody that's about to get the scraps from Tank Dell and Nico.
Okay.
We say for certain that he's gonna get the scraps.
But we don't know you. You from around the way. You new on this block. You get what you get what you get after my boys eat.
Hey man,
I love it.
Not Tank. I'm sorry. I think the big plays are gonna come from. I don't know how many more big plays Stefon Diggs got. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know. He's still nice. We'll see if he still got that burst on him. But Stefon Diggs has always been a route runner, and you feel me. So I don't think you lose that at 30. You feel me? I still think he's gonna be crisp with his. And even though he did drop that big pass in the playoffs. I think he's still going. I think he's gonna come. I like vintage players. Come show me something. Prove something to me, Stefon.
He gonna have to prove. He gonna have to prove something. Have y'all seen CJ Stroud in these podcasts? He ain't somebody. Stefon Diggs come up to CJ like how he be talking about Josh Allen. Niggas ain't getting me the ball. CJ gonna be like, hey bro, this my team, but we'll get somebody else right now. You be riding the bench. If you got something to do with me,
I'm the captain now. You feel me? Stop playing with me.
Like you ain't talking to Josh Allen. You talking to a real one over here.
Here's the thing. I think about Stefon Diggs. I think Stefon, like I said, I think the big plays are gonna come from Nico and Tank Dell. I think when they need game time, when they need a third down, you know what I mean? When they need a third down, I think they're gonna look at Stefon Diggs every time. Cause I think he's gonna be open every time. You telling me you got Nico and Tank Dell and then Stefon's getting the third defender?
I'm okay with that. Okay,
I'm just saying.
I mean, personally, bro, I don't think that's a bad spot to take Stefon Diggs personally.
Okay.
Especially the way that CJ Stroud throws the ball. I think the offense is just gonna be open. Now I'm not saying he's gonna be what he was before, where you're like, all right, you can lock him in at a solid like 20 points a game, but I think he'll probably outscore Tank Dell a little bit more personally. The shit, and I like him being taken over. We see Jalen Waddle got taken with the 402, Tank Dell right after that with the 403. I think that's a solid spot.
Because I'll tell you somebody that I would have taken. I'll tell you somebody that I take Stefon Diggs over. because this is my answer to who I think went way too early. The computer picked this nigga. So, but obviously there hasn't been no official word, but everybody's been rooming around. Your boy Rashee Rice went 309. Boy, this man went bang. Rashee Rice was the 17th receiver off the board, and he went ahead of Stefon, Waddle, Tank Dell, Debo, Pittman, and Neighbors, and DK Metcalf, and Cooper Kupp. I'm going to let y'all know right now, look at me. That boy thought he was in the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. This man thought he was on Need for Speed. I need my fellow NFL brothers who is getting this good money to just make some better decisions. You feel me? And that's okay. You alive. You're not Henry Ruggs and you didn't kill anybody else. But God damn it, man. Get a driver. Something, I don't know. I do something, man. Shit. That man, Rashee Rice is about to be. It's rumored that we already knew he was going to get some type of suspension. So off the fact alone that he was going to miss some time, he was going to slide a little bit for me. But well, let me take that back. Anything under 6 games, because I thought anything under 6 games, he was probably going to be kind of around the same spot, because I feel like I could get somebody to fill that role until he came back and get it on and cooking for the rest of the season. But they talking about this man about to miss 8 games of the season.
I mean, bro,
they said like at least half. They said he's gonna miss around half of the season is what they're saying. That's the rumor.
And it's probably gonna take him about 2, maybe 3 games to kind of get back up to speed too.
So with that being said, way too early sleeper pick for me. You feel me? Let him fall. I'm gonna let him fall, and I'm still, just like I said with Alvin Kamara and things like that. And they got Xavier Worthy, but I still think I meant to say about your boy Travis Kelce. You do know I remember on the last episode we had just asked if you think he's gonna retire. That man signed a 2-year extension.
Yeah, he saw our episode and said, "Yeah, fuck that." He said, "Fuck that thing, yo."
You thought, oh, word? Boy, give me 2 more.
They said I'm about to retire.
Y'all ever watched Wolf on Wall Street? I'm not leaving. I swear to God. So with that being said, I think Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce are going to hold down the short, immediate, and intermediate routes, and I think they're going to let Marquise Brown and Xavier Worthy, the 2 Sonic the Hedgehog speedsters, and just fly down the rest of the field. So,
boys got Sonic.
That's going to be nasty. That's going to be nasty when Rashee Rice get back and Xavier Worthy and Marquise Brown looking at each other. Could they do the same exact thing? It's like, hey, Bucko, I'm real with you. I don't know which one of us taking a step back, but we do the same thing.
Oh, bro, Xavier Worthy not taking a step back.
Word! Oh, I think Worthy is. I mean, it's Marquise Brown is probably man.
Who did they trade up to get?
True.
Who's the first round draft pick out of them 3? Now I know Marquise is too, but he a free agent. Okay, he a free agent. Rashee, they already looking at him like, damn, you already in legal trouble, and it's your 2nd season.
True.
They looked at Xavier. They said,
I want to let you know. Here's the thing, though. Rashee Rice held them boys down. Rashee Rice, the reason they won, the reason that they made it that far, because nobody else was catching shit. Even Travis Kelce was dropping shit.
He did hold them down.
So I think they're gonna say
holding them down if you in that legal trouble, man.
They're gonna take him and they said, "Listen, did you learn your lesson, son? You learned your lesson."
I hope he did. I pray he did, man. I want to see.
Hey.
Career for him.
Lock the fuck in before I tweak out in this.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm the Chiefs. I'm sitting down with the NFL commission. I'm like, yo, like, what fine we gotta pay? What fine we gotta pay? You said how many games he suspended?
Hey, listen.
We'll pay $2 million for each game. Each game that he suspended, we got you.
Hey, listen, man. The NFL's so crazy, man. The NFL's so crazy. They let my boy Jamison Williams miss a whole season because he gambled on a game.
He missed about 8 games. You talking about Calvin Ridley?
Calvin Ridley. I'm sorry. You're right. Calvin Ridley, Jameson Williams, Calvin Ridley and Jameson Williams, they suspended them dudes for betting on game. I think was it because Calvin Ridley was betting on his own games, or he was just betting on the facility? Because that's what the big thing is. You just can't gamble on NFL's property. Yeah. That's like the official thing.
I think Jameson Williams, he got suspended because he wasn't gambling on any NFL games, but he was betting while he was at an NFL facility. And then I think Calvin Ridley was on NFL games, though. I think his was on games. So that's why he got a whole year. So
they talking about
he still missed about 8 games, though.
So they talking about punishments and shit like that. My boy Rashee Rice lucky he didn't get suspended the whole season. Yeah. If somebody would have been seriously injured, boy, it'd have been over him. Not over. It'd have been the season. But the fact that it was minor injuries, they're just like, all right, cool. But because good God, but let me see. Tell me somebody who fell. Tell me somebody who you were surprised that fell.
I had put Xavier Worthy down.
You were surprised Xavier Worthy fell? Where did he fall to?
He fell to 901, I believe. But I mean, like, I see him, especially like with the absence of Rashee. I see him at least for the beginning half of the season when Rashee's in there. He's gonna get a lot of burn. They gonna get him acclimated. Now when Rashee get there, hey, I don't know what to tell you. But at least for that first half of that season, I see him being better than 901.
I think by that point that Rashee comes back, I think Xavier Worthy would have been by that point put in his stamp like, yeah, bro, y'all are gonna get me the ball as well. Even if it is Rashee, maybe like 1A, I think it'll turn more into a 1A, 1B option than like a 1 and Xavier, you're the number 2. Because they traded up to get him for a reason.
Rashee Rice was at 901.
Comes in, man.
I mean, I'm not Rashee Rice. I'm sorry. Xavier Worthy was the 43rd receiver off the board, and he was right in front of the other rookie at Brian Thomas at 10:05, and right behind Jackson Smith and Jigba at 8:09.
Hey, man, the downfall of JSN got to be studied, man. This is crazy.
And the thing about JSN, it was so funny. I saw a clip, and this has to do with the Bears and shit like that. But do you know who the offensive coordinator was for the Seattle Seahawks? It is the new offensive coordinator for the Bears, right? And so they have a clip of asking. They have a clip sometime last season. They were asking JSN, "What do you think about Shane Waldron and the new Bears hire?" First thing he said was, "We live?" he said, "We live?" Oh yeah.
Great guy.
I think he said something. Like, "Good luck to them boys."
Hey,
I swear to God, so
it's a tough world, man.
So
I mean, I don't think JSN is bad. I think he's just in a crowded wide receiver room.
You know? Nah, he not bad, but like, you know, if you can't get more touches than DK and Tyler Lockett.
Hey, listen, man. Talk crazy about Tyler Lockett if you want to. That boy been he a reliable boom bust guy for you. I ain't even gonna hold you because he gonna boom and he gonna bust.
But when he boom, this nigga will go off for 180 and 3 touchdowns off of 5 catches. But then when he
but JSN is supposed to be this. He's supposed to be this X receiver. Like I think I seen last year, and this isn't like fantasy value. This is obviously dynasty. The JSN had dynasty like 8. He was wide receiver 8 in dynasty before the season started.
That's dynasty. That's dynasty.
But do you know what he like? Even like past that, he's wide receiver 32 in dynasty. Like I think he's 32.
Just came in. And Tyler Lockett. Listen, man, Tyler Lockett ain't lost no step. That boy Tyler Lockett is a dog. I ain't even gonna hold you.
And that's what I'm saying.
Tyler Lockett is a certified dog.
When is JSN gonna actually have this value? If DK and Tyler Lockett not regressing.
Well, DK not going anywhere because they just signed him to a solid deal last year.
That boy could come in there like this.
Yeah, I think that X receiver spot, that's DK's. He got that on lock. He's not going nowhere. JSN is going to be better off either in the slot or probably when Tyler Lockett heads out, taking over Tyler Lockett's spot. I don't know if we start to see it shift a little bit more
The
towards
first
JSN this season, but yeah,
the
it's going to
first
be tough.
half of the season with JSN, the only thing that man was getting was fucking smoke screens. And smoke screens, if you don't know, is just basically that man sit on the line and take a step back and move to the sideline like this, like you know what I mean. So, and then I mean, that's all rookies. Then later down the season, they start getting more integrated in. So, we're gonna see. We are definitely gonna see, man. Eli, who do you think got who was surprised that fell?
Woo, man, a guy that fell, especially. So if you don't take a quarterback early, I don't think this quarterback will slide down as far in regular drafts, but I think this is great value. Kyler Murray, man. He fell all the way down to the 1003.
1003.
If I haven't already taken a QB, I'm taking that. If he's still there that late,
1003.
he fell
Hey,
all
the computer picked Kyler Murray. That was his first QB off the board.
yeah.
Hey, the computer knew what they was doing. You
Hey,
feel
listen,
me?
I ain't gonna hold you. He a lucky man, because that's a bold. Hey, the computer knew this. I ain't even gonna hold you. The computer's teams are not bad, but we'll talk about them later. But
we'll talk
but
about
Kyler Murray being the first QB for your team, you taking that chance that Kyler Murray gonna be there is tough. But
it's
hey,
tough. That's tough. So in your regular drafts, I don't think Kyler Murray is gonna fall all the way down to round 10. But if he just happened to slip through the cracks, some other people value, obviously, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, them boys ahead of him. And then say some of these rookie names that, seem kind of big, like your Caleb Williams, your Jaden Daniels, and some of those guys go ahead of him, possibly. I don't think they will. Even if Kyler Murray slid all the way down to your 8th, 9th round, which I don't think he will, woo! Hey,
that's some good
he got
value
top
though.
5 potential.
Kyler Murray on some real stuff. Boy just got the receiver of the future and Marvin Harrison. He got Trey McBride there too. James Conner and Trey Benson. So I think they're, and listen, you already know what I feel. You know how I feel. Kyler Murray they just came back. I like them boys with a chip on their shoulder. You feel me?
Bro,
he got some new weapons with him. I think Kyler Murray gonna turn up.
Right, yeah, he going. I would say, bro, he's not going to finish any worse than like top 8 next season.
Kyler Murray was the 10th QB off the board.
Yeah.
He was behind the likes of Herbert at 8, Prescott at 9, Kyler at 10. Dak Prescott
over Dak. I'll take Kyler over
Justin Herbert.
I'll probably take Kyler over Justin Herbert, just because Justin doesn't really have too many weapons this season.
And you got your boy Harbaugh talking about linemen or offensive weapons, so you already see what they got him playing. And then he was right in front of Jordan Love, and then Caleb Williams. Somebody picked Justin Fields up here. Good God, we already talked about that man. That man about to be a special teams man. Jesus, free that man.
If I know my team, we trolling. You feel me?
I hope so. I really hope
we just don't want them to know what we're doing. You feel me?
I feel it. But yeah, so I definitely would have taken Kyler Murray over at least Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott went a round ahead of him. No, like 5 picks because 909, and then like 4 or 5 picks. Justin Herbert went in the 7th round. So I see Kyler Murray being somewhere in that 7th roundish as we get closer and closer to the season. And I'll tell you, the person that you said Xavier Worthy, right, Nigel?
Yeah.
So, person that I think is this man fell so crazy that it made sense. I thought he was already picked up. Like, it didn't make no sense. They let your boy Zamir White fall all the way to the 12th round at 1201. I need to see who picked this man. Like, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord, your boy Eli, not this Eli here, Eli White. Eli White is a whole different source of thorn in the side of all of our backs. No, I'm playing. We love Eli. We love Eli White. But when that man, you try to trade with that man in Dynasty, you just want to just toss that man. Good God. But yeah, man, Zamir White at 1201. is nuts. Zamir White being your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th running back. This man, Zamir White, the Raiders didn't pick a running back. They picked a running back somewhere in the late or the mid rounds. But they said, yo, Zamir White, I think, was on pace for something like 360 rush attempts. Like we're talking about bell cow, they don't really have that no more in the NFL. Like somebody just getting all the rush attempts. He's not big in the pass because I think the running back that they got in the draft is more of a catching pass catching running back. Let me see, rushing attempts 2023. So he had, because Josh Jacobs got hurt last year, right?
Yeah.
And so I remember hearing. Let me go see stats per game. So he had 104 carries and 450 yards. But then let's rock into boom 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 boom. Okay, yeah. So he started off the season one carry, 4 carries. Next game, 0 carries. The third game, 3 carries. The fourth game, and it was like this up until Josh Jacobs got hurt, which was the last 1, 2, 3, 4 games of the season. Do you want his lowest rush attempts? Do you know what his lowest rush attempts were in those 4 games?
Like 17.
This boy Eli knows what the fuck he be talking about, man. That boy had 17 attempts the first game that he had after Josh Jacobs was out of there. 17 for 70 yards. He had a tutty, and he had 3 catches.
Hey, shout out Zamir White, man.
You feel me? But after that, 22, 20, 25. I can't name a running back off the top of my head getting those type of carries, those type of rush attempts, unless it was Saquon Barkley back when he was the only thing working on the Giants.
Where did Saquon get picked up at in the draft? Was he like
Saquon was a second round. It was really tough for me between Saquon and Jonathan Taylor. You feel me with the run? I ended up picking Jonathan Taylor at 207, and Saquon went right at 208.
Yeah. Do we think Bijan is gonna have more? Like, obviously, this is redraft. Do you think Bijan's gonna have a better fantasy season than Saquon behind the Eagles line?
He could because now here's the thing. They both can pass catch as well, but I think Bijan Robinson is the second best athlete on their offense. So I think they're gonna use Bijan Robinson is gonna line up at receiver.
Yeah, I think.
Do you feel me?
Also with Saquon on the Eagles, you still got Jalen Hurts, right? Like we're not gonna act like this man isn't athletic as hell and isn't gonna take at least, maybe run it in for maybe 5 to 7 touchdowns towards the goal line. So those are some goal line touches taken away from Saquon compared to our boy Bijan in Atlanta. Kirk is not about to tuck that thing.
So Kirk will get rid of that.
Get your ass over here, man.
Right. Oh, I
big Kirko, man.
So yeah, I definitely answer that Bijan, but yeah, I swear to you, Zamir White is gonna average 19 touches a game, rushing attempts. You know what I mean? They're gonna be throwing it to the other person, but Zamir White at the he's not gonna be there at the 12th by the time the next mock draft.
Yeah.
Do we trust the Oakland Raiders to be in the lead for him to be getting carries like that?
The Raiders are going to be throwing the ball. I mean, I'm sorry. I take that. I said the Raiders are a running team. They're going to be running the ball. Their QBs are Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. They're going to run. They're going to run the ball.
I'm not gonna lie. That's lucky. That's lucky better than what Garrett Wilson had last year. But I ain't gonna say nothing.
But if they start to get down though, they're gonna start to go to that pass game, try and get back up.
They was down a lot of them games too. Hold on. In the game that they lost to the Colts 23-20, 20 carries, 5 receptions. Now here's the thing though. On these receptions, they got to be some bullshit ass checkdowns because he got 3 receptions and 4 yards. No, I'm sorry. No, I lied. I'm sorry. Those are targets. I lied. I read this wrong. 3 receptions, 16 yards. Against the Colts, he got 20 carries for 70 yards, no touchdowns, but 5 receptions on 35 yards. Man. And if you're in a PPR, especially, man, but they're probably having it, but he's going to get a couple last-minute checkdowns.
Yeah.
So what's that? That's 5. That's 5 points off the bat there, and then 70 yards right there. That's 13, plus another 35 yards for the thing. So let's add another 3 points. Man, you talking 16 points. That's from your 5th running back. Man, that's RB2 all day. RB2 all day.
That's true.
I might be looking into getting them. You feel me? Next time the draft roll around. I don't know who I got for my running backs, but I was
right.
I'm
gonna tell you who Zamir White went behind. Who I'm taking. Let me see. Boom, 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 bap, bap. Zamir White was the 33rd running back off the board.
That's nasty work.
Raheem Mostert is tough. There, you got a few people in the back there, but Miami like to switch out running backs.
Yeah.
If Raheem Mostert go for another 21 touchdowns again, that's going to be nuts. So I think that's going to be tough. So Zamir White, Raheem Mostert, Zamir White ahead of Jalen Warren? Yes. I would have taken Austin Eckler went in front of Zamir White. I would have taken Austin Eckler. I care about you. You like fantasy football. You like a man like you a journeyman now. Because he was an undrafted free agent going crazy, right? Or did he get picked up like really late? Austin Eckler is a dog. Really earned it. You feel me? Like he was really going crazy, and I think he had a bad ankle injury. He might be somebody I might. No, I don't know. Behind.
Come on now, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't see myself.
Backfield for a rookie QB. Hey.
And he'll catch passes, so
he'll catch some passes now.
So Austin Eckler at 1103. I think I'm still taking Zamir over him. You got Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb in the Browns at 10-10. We don't know how. Hey,
pretty good value.
They picked up Nick Chubb at 10-10.
At 10-10, Eli.
Okay.
Eli White.
That knee injury is a little severe, so we'll see how he comes back from that. But
I'll,
if he bounces back, hey, that's good value though.
I'm probably taking Zamir ahead of Brian Robinson when at 10:02. I'm probably taking Zamir in front of him too.
I agree.
Then you start getting into Swift on Chicago. I'll probably take Swift. That'd be close. It'd be close though. It'd be close. Joe Mixon and the Texans. I'd probably take Joe. You're talking Javonte Williams and the Broncos. We don't know how good the Broncos are going to be. Yeah, that's a toss-up, but but Javonte Williams is somebody that got something to prove. He had an injury and came back late.
Yes, sir. You know you like them plays, but chips on their shoulder. You picking up Javonte Williams in this next mock draft?
The Broncos aren't somebody I really want to fuck with.
He said, "I won't go out my way to look for Bronco
players." Right. Najee Harris. They didn't pick his 10-year option up. I'm taking Zamir White over Najee.
He's not gonna be in the league.
Zamir White is the only. He got to be one of the draft post winners because they didn't pick up a running back. If they don't pick up a running back during the free agency, like somebody serious, I'm taking Zamir White over Najee Harris. I'm taking Zamir White over Tajay Spears. Anybody splitting a backfield, I'm taking Zamir White over. Anybody that has the backfield to themselves, I'm taking them over. Anybody's mostly splitting, you know what I mean? Outside of the only person I'm taking splitting is Jahmyr Gibbs, and you can go with David Montgomery because he showed they're going to use both their running backs. You know what I mean? I can't think of another backfield that's splitting for real that I'm being serious about. So, but hey, that being said, you have reached the end of another episode of the Fleecers Fantasy Football Podcast. I got your boy Nigel here. Say peace.
Yo.
I got your boy Eli. Talk to him.
Alrighty, we out.
Yo, listen. Thank you very much for rocking with us. Deuces.